We are switching gears here, and we'll go back to that news conference when we hear from the young lady who has to tell her story. We're here with Dr. Thompson because it's cold and flu season. It is bad this year. When you're sick, you go to the doctor. But what do the doctors do to stay well when you're encountering sick people all day long? You know, you got to talk to them. You're forced to. You sometimes have to touch them. Ew. So what do you do? I mean, tell us what's going on and why is this being spread so easily?
Yeah, colds and flus at this time of year, you're just inundated. And so the very basics are the things that really help us stay well.
Okay.
Hand washing. If you can't get to soap and water, some good old hand sanitizer.
Yes.
So hospitals and medical offices have a principle now. You wash in and you wash out.
Okay.
So before you go into the room, you clean your hands. Before you come out of the room, you clean your hands. The other thing to be very careful of is the things that we touch. So for us, it's our stethoscopes, it's our pens and pencils. For you, it might be your keyboard, your pens, etc. So you also periodically want to wipe those down as well.
Okay.
With some plain old alcohol hand sanitizer. So that really helps.
So do you ever find yourself just kind of cringing when you're encountering anybody who's not feeling their best?
Well, I don't cringe in the room with the patient.
Right.
But let's say I get a lot of patients who come in and say, I think I have the flu, or worse. I was just at the ER yesterday and diagnosed with the flu.
Oh, and now I'm here.
And now here they are in the
I brought
office.
it into your office.
And so the picture in my head is flu virus all over the walls, right? And so we really wipe down all surfaces and et cetera, because that really helps decrease the spread. Also, just regular old tissues. So when you cough or sneeze into a tissue or into your elbow, and then wash your hands afterwards.
And actually make sure these go into the trash after you use them.
Yeah.
Because that could be a challenge as well, right?
Yeah, so those basics can really help. But key to that, even before you get there, staying home if you're sick.
Okay.
As much as you can, stay away from home or school if you have a fever or you suspect that you have a virus.
I want to know, with your professional insight, what do you know, or what do you do to boost your immunity, I guess, because you really got to be as strong as you can.
Yeah, boosting immunity is hard because you would want to, right? Think of it like a muscle that you can build up. There's no science to support that. So all the vitamins that we take, all the IVs that we might go and get.
She's laughing at me because I did an IV drip, which was supposed to be immune boosting, and yet I woke up wheezing and with my nose running today.
Because we hope that these things will be helpful, but there's no data to support it. The immune system is large and it's multifaceted, but things that we can do to keep ourselves healthy in general.
Okay.
Eat well, eat lots of veggies, because there's small nutrients like selenium and magnesium and zinc that we might be short of because our diet is very narrow.
Okay.
So keep your diet wide, eat lots of vegetables with lots of colors to make sure that you're getting enough of those micronutrients that can make a difference.
What supplements do you take, or are you relying exclusively on your food?
I rely mostly on my food, but I gotta say, and this is probably an old wives' tale that I'm relying on, because we're all susceptible to those. In the winter season, vitamin C, or what's the brand name, Airborne?
Oh, yeah.
Right? I just pop those like candy.
Okay. Can't hurt, right?
In addition to eating well and staying healthy, I think it works.
A little zinc, a little vitamin C. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
You just want to feel like you're doing something to boost your odds.
Exactly.
So that if you end up down anyways, the flu gets you, the cold gets you, the bronchitis and all that. I mean, because there's multiple things going around right now.
Absolutely. Multiple viruses. And the most important thing you can do actually is get your flu shot.
Okay.
Because colds are annoying and they make us not feel so great. You stay in bed moaning for a couple of days. But flu can really put people in a hospital and kill people. So, and it is. For the most recent statistics, there were 74 hospitalizations per 100,000 people in a week. And that's a lot. That's a high number. And there have been some deaths. And so we can prevent that with vaccination. Even when the flu vaccine isn't the most effective, and this year it isn't, it can decrease the severity of an illness. So get your vaccine, especially if you're a healthcare provider or a teacher or probably a mom.
Yeah, I felt for our teachers last week. I think we had 8 kids who finally stayed home from the class. Dr. Thompson, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.